Hello. Welcome to Univah. So, you are new to 3D, and like most people that are new to basketball, you want to rush to the three-point line to shoot threes like Steph Curry. In 3D, that would be the equivalent of rendering only huge sci-fi corridors or other kind of gigantic environments. But here's actually what makes a film look like a film. Mastering the tight spaces. The over-the-shoulder shots, the close-ups, the boring stuff. Master those first. Force yourself to learn how to pass what we call the boring test. It's the time you spend lighting the face, lighting the eyes, getting the three-point light set up, mastering the key light and hair light. Most 3D artists will skip this very important fundamental step, mastering the tight spaces, mastering the mundane, passing the boring tests, rendering the boring scene that is not flashy at all, but making it cinematic. This requires skill. Right now, we are in a car. We want this to be an intimate scene. Very dark. Only key parts of the driver and passenger illuminated. For instance, this scene could be the driving your passenger home. Late at night. Very boring compared to rendering larger-than-life scenes or aliens from Men in Black. However, scenes like these in films are very important to get right. Before we add facial animation and lip syncing and some audio dialogue between these two actors, we should first establish the shot well. Of course, as you already know, Univah is created for film directors and therefore, our lighting system mimics the real-world standard. The exposure works the way you would expect it to work on a high-end ARRI Alexa or Red camera. Exposure does not brighten the scene. It only affects how much light enters the camera. Now let's take the exposure back down to about 1.0. Remember, this is an evening late-night drive back home. We really want to keep this scene as dark as possible. I'm adding some spotlights in real time merely for your benefit so you can see examples of how to place lights in the Univah 3D space. Gosh, as you can see, our spotlight's default intensity is set to a bright value. We are lighting a tight space and don't need our light to be this bright. We will lower the intensity or brightness of this light in a moment. That looks more natural. We have set that intensity much lower. It was at 200 before. Now it's at 2. What do you think? What conversation can you imagine these two having? You will notice the directional light only illuminates the exterior and has virtually no effect on the inside of our car. So, for now, we can turn it off as we really only care about what is happening inside the car. I've got two lights on the driver. I'm going to intensify the brightness of the backlight so that you can see the effect. You can of course do this with area lights if you prefer. Area lights give you more control over scaling. Spotlights, point lights, and directional lights cannot be scaled. Filmmakers can easily visualize their scenes in Univah before filming. Directors can get a very accurate idea of how their scenes will look before ever getting on set. This is filmmaking. This is where you will spend quite some time getting the shot right for each camera angle. Lighting the scene based on each camera angle. To me, this is the part I love most about making a film. We can use rReligionVFX to add some rain particles outside this window and add a realistic glass to replace this current fake glass. When we are ready for a final render, we can also replace the current fake hair with realistic hair and apply physics. It's up to you how realistic you want to get with your scenes. You can of course switch to toon and just render it as a toon. Creating beautiful stylized anime is easy in Univah Pro. We can change this rendering style with one click, as you have already seen in our previous videos. I hope you found these tips helpful. Univah Pro is industry standard. What you learn here can apply to any professional tool like Maya or 3D Studio Max. Thank you for watching. This was how to light a tight space, how to work at night, and master the boring and mundane.